Hello and welcome to this new edition of the interview on France 24 from the presidential palace in Khartoum in Sudan. Our guest today is Raja Nicolas Abdel Massih, member of the Sovereign Council. Hello and welcome to France 24.
Hello. Thank you for this interview. I hope we'll have a sound dialogue to talk about what is happening in our country.
You are a woman and a lawyer. What do you feel, as a woman and lawyer, what do you feel of the Sovereign Council, which is made of men?
As a lawyer and a legal advisor, I've been working for over 37 years at the Ministry of Justice. And the fact of being appointed to the Sovereign Council makes it the first step to justice in the steps to come.
A first step to justice?
Yes, for the next steps.
You are hence optimistic.
Absolutely.
You belong to the Christian minority in Sudan. You are the only Christian of having reached such a position in this century. I believe in the 19th century, another Christian political figure had reached this position, but it was a man. What do you feel about it?
I have a very important feeling. I'm facing a very large charge weighing on my shoulders as a woman, member of the Sovereign Council with my colleague Mrs. Alsha, and as a Christian representing the minority in Sudan. So it is an enormous responsibility, an unheard of event that could be an example to be followed by other Arab countries where no woman whatsoever has been a member until now of a sovereign council.
Your colleagues within the Sovereign Council, what do they think about you? And what do they feel about your presence as a Christian? Is it second nature to them, or do you feel you are being discriminated?
The other members of the Sovereign Council? Well, no. The fact that I have such a career of 37 years, all my colleagues are lawyers. I've been working with people from the security forces, of the army, of the police. We traveled together for conferences. I didn't feel alienated. We will work together with the cabinet to bring back the country on the right tracks.
Everybody is now referring to the role of women because women have played a very important role in this revolution. Given the Sudanese mind-fed gender equality to you, is this going to be tangible in the future, or is there still some way to go before we reach this situation?
Absolutely. Generally speaking, women took part in the revolution of the Kandakat, and the word Kandakat means the mother of the king in Nuba. Women took part in the revolution. Their participation was very efficient, especially during the sit-ins, during the headquarters of the army. Women were not afraid, and their participation were a highlight, especially with the younger ones. There's currently 2 women at the Sovereign Council, so it will not be difficult for women to implement their ambitions and to install justice in the appointment of the political positions and at the high-ranking positions in the civil service.
After your appointment, you referred to responsibility and the weight of responsibility. Why do you refer to the word weight?
Well, the country comes out of 30 years of war, destruction of the economy and of the infrastructures. This will require of us tremendous efforts on behalf of the Sovereign Council and of the cabinet that will be appointed in the hours to come. This will require tremendous efforts. It will require to work hand in hand in order to get the country out of the tunnel where it is now. It is a difficult responsibility. It will require a lot of efforts and work.
You are lawyer, and you are very familiar with the political circles because you've been an activist for over 30 years in Sudan.
No. I'm not an activist. I'm a lawyer.
Activist in your own field of work. Absolutely. Now, when we talk of the state, we're referring to the rule of law. Do you believe that the laws need to be changed?
Absolutely, some laws should be amended, some should be withdrawn, especially the laws against the liberty, against the freedom that enable the oppression of the citizen. All those laws should be modified or simply annihilated.
You are a lawyer. You are a female legal expert. There is a debate taking place in Sudan. Some people are in favor of reconciliation and others are in favor of having having people brought to justice and be accountable for their wrongdoings. What is your position?
Reconciliation with whom?
Reconciliation with those that are being accused of having committed wrongdoings, accused by the Sudanese people.
Well, from our point of view, we do not want a reconciliation. Those people will have to be sanctioned. And this is what the people want.
They need to be brought to justice, but without revenge.
Without a revenge and without being relentless. Justice should move forward, and those who made things that were against the law should be punished. Reconciliation is far away from the time being.
Among the issues today, exclusion.
Exclusion?
Yes, the exclusion of such and such political figure, ban such a political party, such as the National Congress Party, for example.
All the political parties have the right to represent the people. Regarding the party of the National Congress, the issue has not been discussed yet. A consensus would be required, or a majority of the two-thirds of the Sovereign Council would be required.
You're talking about the weight of responsibility. The great Constitutional Court has great responsibilities weighing on its shoulders.
Absolutely. Any person in charge feels the weight of the responsibilities. Of course, it is a very important charge on our shoulders. I, for one, when I am in a position of responsibility, I will feel the weight until the implementation of the targets of my position.
When you hear that a woman could become Minister of Foreign Affairs, and this will be the second woman in the Arab Muslim world that this would happen, and I can see you smile. Are you proud of this?
Yes, I am very proud, and this will have tremendous echoes. I hope there won't be only one female cabinet minister, but two or three. The truth has to be told. In the previous regime, there were women who were cabinet ministers. They were a member of the National Congress. Well, indeed, during the former regime, women were at the cabinet.
You are generally optimistic, but at the beginning you still believe that the work is going to be difficult.
Yes, it's going to be difficult, and I think it's here a major responsibility will have to be up to it. We have been appointed members of the Sovereign Council.
For a 3-year term.
Yes, absolutely. We'll have up to this responsibility, implement the needs of our people, and obtain the rights for the martyrs of the Revolution of December.
Is this 3-year term long or short?
Yes, it's rather long.
So you would like to reduce this term?
I'm not in favor of the reduction of the term, but 3 years of responsibility is tremendous for me because I have to be up to the trust that has been put in me, the trust of the people of the Sudanese people, generally speaking, and the trust of the Christians in Sudan, especially.
Raja Nicolas Abdel Massih, thank you for being with us, and see you soon on France 24.